What is up, budget billers? My name is Trail, and on this channel, we now cover everything in regards to daily news updates, which includes the fourth stimulus package update, politics, the stock market, cryptocurrency, as well as news from around the world, and especially topics related to putting more money back into your wallets. Now, we typically have videos come out every single day, and sometimes we have even more than one video. Now, with that being said, guys, hey, if you want to go ahead and be a part of this channel, go ahead and subscribe to it. It is totally free. And if you end up liking the content in this video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel. Now, let's go ahead and jump right back into this video. Okay guys, the Omicron variant is spreading like crazy, and I want to go ahead and read some of these articles to you just to know what we have been seeing within the last 24 hours. Right here, New York State reports the highest number of daily COVID cases of entire pandemic at more than 21,000. And then we have right here the Delta and Omicron variant send COVID cases soaring as the holiday travel begins. Right here, more than 100 Marines discharged for refusing COVID vaccine as troops across services face discipline. Yes, guys. And then also look at these headlines right here. The NFL has postponed 3-week 15 games due to COVID-19 surges, as well as professional sports just had their worst week of COVID since the beginning. So yes, guys, this thing is going wild out here. And then right here in this article, I want to read to you some of the key statistics about the COVID-19 in the U.S. right now. Number one, the U.S. is now averaging 121,000 new COVID-19 cases every single day. And then cases are increasing as much as faster in parts of the Northeast, the Midwest, and the South right now. Number three, the U.S. is now averaging 1,286 deaths every single day. And then there are 68,847 people currently hospitalized with COVID-19. Yes, guys, this thing is not going away anytime soon. And then we just got some dire information from the Pfizer executives, and they are saying that COVID could become an endemic by 2024. Now, I will say, if you're like me, hey, I had to go ahead and look this word up myself to see exactly what they are talking about. And I ended up finding this piece of information right here that kind of gives a great rundown of what this actually means. And I'm going to go ahead and read it to you guys. The expectation that COVID-19 will become an endemic essentially means that the pandemic will not end with the virus disappearing. Instead, the optimistic view is that enough people will gain immune protection from vaccinations and from natural infections such that there will be less transmission and much less COVID-19 related hospitalizations and deaths, even as the virus continues to circulate. So, yes, guys, this thing is not going anywhere. We originally thought that we will be done with this by 2021. And then we ended up thinking that this thing will be gone by 2022. And here we are, less than 13 days away from 2022. And this thing is ramping up again, especially with the Omicron variant circulating in more than 38 states right now. So yes, guys, this thing is going wild. And yes, I mean, the timing could vary from place to place, with some regions moving to an endemic model in the next year or two, according to what Pfizer's chief scientific officer and what he had to say, guys. So again, guys, hey, protect yourself. I'm now considering getting the booster shot myself so that I will have the extra protection. But hey, guys, it's just getting worse. I mean, I don't know what else to say, guys. But in other news also, they're saying that there is a supply shortage of the new antiviral drugs that are threatening the fight against the Omicron. Now, this new pill from Pfizer to treat COVID-19 has been hailed as a game changer that can drastically cut down the number of hospitalizations and deaths from this deadly disease called COVID-19. But the demand for the treatment, known known as Paxlovid, is expected so far to outrun their supply, blunting its ability to help fight that medical professionals say is oncoming wave of infections from the Omicron variant. Now, experts are calling on the Biden administration to take action to help increase manufacturing capacity by enlisting additional companies to help Pfizer make additional doses. So yes, now the supply chain is affecting the vaccines in this country and as well as other countries as well. So they're saying that I think we should be doing everything that we can right now. According to the director of the Duke Global Health Innovation Center, he said this requires a full court press. Now he noted that Merck is helping make the Johnson & Johnson vaccine a model that could be applied to the therapeutics like the Pfizer pill as well. But so far, he said, I have not seen any aggressive push or attempt to access existing manufacturing capacity in the U.S. or globally to date around therapeutics. Now, Pfizer said that it expects to have 180,000 courses of the treatment available by the end of 2021, with 30 million available globally in the first half of 2022, rising to 80 million by the end of 2022. But with about 120,000 new COVID-19 cases every single day and rising just in the United States alone, the demand for the antiviral product is spiking sharply. So again, guys, I must tell you, this thing is not going away anytime soon, especially with this Omicron variant. And we just heard from the CDC expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, and he stated that the Omicron variant could be the top variant in the United States, being more than what the Delta variant did. But on the other hand, guys, the good side about this all is so far, this Omicron variant is not being as severe as what we've seen with the Delta variant. So we are just going to keep our fingers crossed and hope that the Omicron variant stays this way, in which we have only seen about one person being hospitalized from the Omicron variant. So I hope that that continues to go on as this thing spreads widely over the United States, especially with the holiday travels here coming around the corner. But again, guys, I will continue to tell you guys to be safe, wear your mask, get vaccinated if you believe it. If you don't believe it, hey, just continue to be and stay safe out there. Now, in other news, I told you guys that the Apple company ended up having to close down 3 stores in the U.S. because of the COVID-19 surge with its employees. But now Apple is delaying the return to office at their headquarters in California. And they are saying that this particular date is indefinitely. But the good side about this is they are giving each worker an additional $1,000 as a work from home bonus. So that is some great news to see. Now, Apple has pushed back its return date for the in-person work from February the 1st, 2022. And according to the memo from Apple, CEO Tim Cook sent to employees on Wednesday that they're giving $1,000 to each employee. Now, Cook said that the tech company's return to office date was postponed due to the spiking COVID-19 cases in many parts of the world, alongside the rise of Omicron variant. He also recommended that Apple employees get the COVID-19 vaccines as well as the booster shots, which he called by far the best way to keep you and your community safe. Now, he said what's more important is that the company is also giving the Apple employees this work from home bonus of $1,000. But Apple has delayed bringing workers back into the office several times already this year amid the rise in the more contagious variants of COVID-19, such as the Delta variant. So yes, now if we can just continue to see other companies around the world offer a work from home bonus, that would be amazing. But I must tell you guys, my company is still projected to bring me back into the office on January the 17th. But after watching all of this news and these headlines in the news today, I think that my company or my corporation is going to push back that return to office date. But I will keep you guys posted if you actually care about Budget Bill going back to the office. But anyways, guys, on to some stimulus update news. Sadly to say, guys, President Biden has conceded the Build Back Better bill won't get passed this year. Yes, it is true. They are pushing this thing back and hopefully they are going to pass it sometime next year. But President Joe Biden acknowledged that the negotiations over his Build Back Better bill are poised to drag on into 2022, despite efforts and pledges by the Democrats to get it done by Christmas, which we know that Chuck Schumer was pushing to get this deal passed in the Senate by Christmas. But President Biden said that it takes time to finalize these agreements and to prepare legislative changes and to finish all the parliamentarian and procedural steps needed to enable a Senate vote on this bill. He said that he spoke to the Democratic leaders in Congress, as well as Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer earlier on Thursday, and they plan to advance this work together over the days and weeks ahead. Now, leaders Chuck Schumer and I are determined to see this bill successfully on the floor as early as possible. But with the holidays approaching and the Senate eager to leave town on Friday, however, a vote isn't likely until after New Year's Day. Now, this statement is in recognition that the president's team has so far failed to persuade Senator Joe Manchin to sign onto anything resembling the $1.75 trillion social spending bill and the climate mitigation bill passed by the House of Representatives last month. Now, in these discussions, Senator Joe Manchin has reiterated his support for the Build Back Better funding at the level of the framework plan that he announced in September, in which Biden said in his statement, he said that I believe that we will bridge our differences and advance the Build Back Better plan, even in the face of fierce Republican opposition. Now, he said that my team and I are having ongoing discussions with Senator Joe Manchin. That work will continue next week. But the drawn-out negotiations come at a vulnerable moment for the Biden presidency after months of anemic polling. The White House remains confident that we will get a deal eventually, but it is almost certain to be far short of their original ambitions, which included trillions of dollars in spending and, among other things, as well as free community college nationwide. Now, it's unclear how much longer that the negotiations will go on, but Senator Joe Manchin has said that he believes many of the short-term programs in the House's bill are budget gimmicks that hide the true cost of the real social spending bill. And he urged colleagues to include only 10-year programs in the final legislation to match the 10-year window on tax revenues. And Manchin and Biden spoke twice on the phone this past week to try and find a way forward on the legislation, but they remain far apart in getting this deal passed in the Senate. Now, shocking enough to say that, what does this mean, guys? What does this mean that they are unable to pass this bill before the end of this year? Well, for one, that means we won't be seeing those child tax credit stimulus checks in January. But on the flip side, the White House is already saying that could mean double child tax credit payments in February. Now, the White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said on Friday that the Biden administration is looking into the possibility of making double child tax credit payments in February if the president's social spending package isn't enacted in January. Now, he said that if we get it done in January, we've talked to Treasury officials and others about doing double payments in February as an option. Now, Psaki's comments come as the monthly child tax credit payments established under President Biden's coronavirus relief law are set to expire at the end of this year, which just a couple of days ago, you guys received your last child tax credits for the year of 2021. But as part of the relief law, tens of millions of families receive monthly payments from July to December of up to $300 per child under the age of 6 years old and up to $250 per child between the ages of 6 and 17 years old. But the White House and the congressional Democrats want to extend the payments as part of the massive social spending bill and the climate package. However, the bill is not on track to become law before the end of this year due to the concerns from Senator Joe Manchin. And the Democratic lawmakers have indicated that they don't have a viable backup plan to extend the monthly payments before they expire. So guys, Psaki said that the Biden administration wants to see the social spending package advance early next year, sometime in January, they hope. But even if they end up passing this bill in January, that we still won't see those child tax credits coming on January the 15th, which is why they are already saying that hopefully they can pass this social spending bill in January, and then they'll be able to offer those double child tax credits in February the 15th. So the president wants to see this move forward. It's a priority for him as soon as Congress returns to Washington, D.C. in January. So guys, we won't have anything to look forward to in this year of 2021. So hopefully you guys will enjoy your time spending with your family and friends over the holidays. And hopefully coming back January next year, we'll get back started on the negotiations, and hopefully they'll be able to pass this $1.75 trillion social spending bill. Or if Joe Manchin ends up getting his way, then that bill will get reduced much lower than the $1.75 trillion. But hopefully they'll end up being able to pass that bill either way it goes, guys. But I will keep you guys posted on this channel, so that I hope you guys are subscribed as usual. But President Biden ended up signing an executive order earlier this week. And this is in regards to people that are frustrated with the IRS. You know, when you pick up the phone and try to call them and you're frustrated that it takes an hour long to be on hold in order for someone to pick up the phone to talk to you. Yes. All of you guys that are frustrated out there that you can't pick up the phone and call the IRS, or you can't even schedule a meeting with the IRS or even a call back. Yes, Biden has signed an executive order to fix just that. Now, right here, guys, President Biden has moved to trim that government red tape that makes dealing with the federal agencies and applying for benefits an often complex and frustrating experience. And this past Monday, President Biden signed an executive order that streamlines the process for applying for Social Security and Medicare benefits online, as well as gives taxpayers the ability to schedule callbacks from the IRS, and it makes it simpler for survivors of disasters to apply for federal assistance. Now, Biden said that we're going to make the government work more effectively for American citizens. So it's not as confusing as it's straightforward. But Biden said that he signed this executive order. Most of the changes will be in effect over the next few months. Now, the White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki says that the idea is to make it easier and simpler for people to access government services and benefits. This order includes the commitment to improve 36 customer service experiences across 17 federal agencies. So I will say this is some great news, because speaking just from myself, last week I had to call the IRS because they sent me a bill for $1,600, and I wanted to speak to them about how I can pay for this bill and how I can get some of the money reduced from this bill, because I just can't afford it, guys. I'm just a YouTuber. But anyways, guys, I was on hold for 1 hour and 10 minutes before someone picked up the phone. And then when that person picked up the phone, they realized that person couldn't help me. And so they had to transfer me to someone else. And then I was on hold for another 1 hour and 5 minutes. And that total call, in order for me to speak to someone and get things solved, took me 3 hours and 30 minutes. But overall, they were able to wipe out the complete bill, $1,640. Completely off, guys. So yes, guys, I am completely proud and happy that the IRS representative was able to wipe away that entire bill. So yes, wiped it away to completely zero. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this information today. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today. Now, if you enjoyed this type of content and you want to see more, hey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like this video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.